Completing the implicit bias test for race was distressing. It was totally distressing. It made me make associations that were totally inaccurate and morally wrong. That was really hard for me to do. And then, of course, getting the news that I show racial bias isn't fun for anyone to get. Even though for many of us, we'll go into this knowing that we have bias already around gender, sex, disability, substance use, political affiliation, religion, ethnicity, skin tone, and so on and so on. I know already that bias is part of the human condition because we categorize things to learn efficiently so that we can respond and react appropriately and efficiently. It's when that categorization leads to negative attitudes about or preferential treatment for some people and stereotyping people according to our categories. That's when it brings harm. But I'm super thankful I took the test because now I have racial bias on my radar. And when I'm having a conversation with someone, interviewing a potential employee, meeting someone, coming to connect to redesign their lives, I'm picking up on bias as it arises. I'm noticing it. I'm identifying and acknowledging it. And when I do that, bias loses its power over me to some degree. I'm not reinforcing it. This also gives me the impetus to learn from other perspectives. That is going to help me also reduce the power of the bias that I have. So we're not saying we're getting rid of bias, but we're taking some control over our bias. And that is a wonderful thing, because think about the fact that we were put in a position to, and given an honor and a responsibility to help people at a time when they have gone through a totally earth-shattering experience, which has led to their brain injury. And we want to not let anything hamper us from supporting them. We don't want to be thinking, oh, that person can't do that or shouldn't do that, or I'm not really comfortable with that difference that that person has, so it kind of impedes on my ability to support them and really help them meet their goals. I really hope that you will take the implicit bias test for race and other ones that will prompt you to take, because it's all about growth. Our lives are about growth. If we're not growing, we better check our pulse, because that means we're dying. So we want to keep growing, and we want to expand our understanding and our experiences, which will lead us to really to extending our table and inviting more people to be included in a much more authentic way. So this is worth it. It's painful, but it's good pain, and it leads to good things, and it's totally worth it.